So growing up, I was always kind of in a rough neighborhood, and the thing about being in rough neighborhoods when you're like young is that your parents want the best for you, and they want you to get into the right stuff. Now, as a kid born in the early 2000s, I mainly caught reruns of Dragon Ball Z, and the impact Dragon Ball and Toriyama in general and his art style and the stuff that he came up with had a big impact on my life. Now, I was already kind of going through with one of my other manga artists that I enjoyed because he made Yu-Gi-Oh! Passed away, which was Kazuki Takahashi, who made Yu-Gi-Oh! But now Toriyama being another big pillar of my childhood, this really does hurt. I recorded something last night, but I don't feel like I really put my love and effort into it. This, I feel like I'm putting my effort into it as I'm talking to you off script and all that. What can I say? Dragon Ball has been a huge part of me and my family's lives for a long time. You have to remember, my cousin grew up with Dragon Ball and he showed it to me at a very young age. It's too young to where I could even comprehend a sentence when I was around 4 or 5. And I've been watching Dragon Ball ever since. Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball have been massive impacts, but it's not the only thing Akira Toriyama has made that I've enjoyed. Everything from Chrono Trigger to his work in Dragon Quest has actually been one of the biggest staples of why I love Japanese media and a whole bunch of other things. It's a big staple in my life. I'd say it's as big as fighting games and RPGs for me was Dragon Ball. Shoot, the first few fighting games I actually played were Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi and Dragon Ball Z Budokai. Those were some of the fondest memories I've had with my cousins, is just randomly just fighting in those games, picking who to pick, whether it be Goku, Vegeta, or Gohan. I remember being a kid and catching the Toonami reruns of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Shoot, I remember watching Dragon Ball with my mom when it came on Boomerang, the censored version, and being like, wow, this is awesome. Even the martial arts aspect of it made me super curious in the martial arts, and that led me down the pipe hole that I'm in today, playing, fighting games. Dragon Ball has influenced a lot of things in media, and it has had such a big influence from character design to how power systems work. Shoot, we wouldn't have animes such as Naruto, which is another one of my favorites, or even Bleach, as he's one of the creators that influenced Tite Kubo to go back, rework on his work, and try it again. Toriyama always had this, if I didn't make it the first time, let's try it again type of mentality. Because even if he lost his first art contest, we probably wouldn't have Dragon Ball Z. We wouldn't have Dr. Slump or Jacko the Galactic Patrolman or any of that. He went back and he learned and he made his own out of it. And I feel like when he said he wanted to attack life with the energy that Goku has, we need to actually focus on that. Hearing him pass away yesterday was tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. Mainly because this was an author I looked up to. And a lot of the authors and creators that I looked up to that have passed away in recent years, it actually hit me harder now as an adult because I understand what their struggles were like, and I'm going through it as a creative myself. Seeing Stan Lee pass away in 2018 and a whole bunch of other creators like Jack Kirby and many others pass away always left a hole in my heart, but this is another big one. Toriyama made a lot of people's childhoods. From being in the African American community, that's the anime that a lot of people connect with. We loved seeing Goku fight against Frieza and fight against his own oppression, as he's being insulted and called names and he's expected less of. They called Goku literally a lower class Saiyan, and we know how that feels. But that's not just us. The Hispanic community is so connected to Goku and connected to Dragon Ball because they see him as a hero that, can fight struggles in just a few short minutes. Dragon Ball Z has an influence on people. And me talking about it now, it's like, I love this anime. It's a part of my childhood. It's my cousins and everyone. That's how we connect. Every time we get together, there's going to be at least one conversation we have about Dragon Ball. That's how much Akira Toriyama meant. And the thing is, he knew his fans. He knew what to make and how to make it, because he even came back for Super. And, even the video game side of it. Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit was my favorite game that came out during the 360 and PlayStation era, because it just felt so new and unique. Not just that, but then we also got like Raging Blast, and now we have Xenoverse 1 and 2. And we have my personal favorite Dragon Ball game, Dragon Ball Fighters. And Sparking Zero comes out, and I hope that they do justice to Akira Toriyama's work. Shoot, one of my favorite games I wish they would give a remake to and still keep his art style is Chrono Trigger. And I still pray and hope we get something in the vein of Final Fantasy VII Remake. What I'm saying here is that thank you, Akira Toriyama. A lot of work that you've created has influenced many people, whether it be your artwork or just your storytelling. A lot of things came from what you've done. And without you, anime would not be as popular as it is over here in the West. It would not be pioneered, and it would not be seen as okay or normal. You essentially gave us the gateway to what would be a lot of things that we enjoy, such as Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, Hunter x Hunter. And yes, some of those animes happened before, during Dragon Ball time, but they still took influence from it. And thank you, Toriyama, for influencing the people that we know, for influencing us, and we know that we can't wait to see what you have planned with Dragon Ball Daima, what you have planned with Dragon Ball Sparking, and what you have planned with the Super Manga, because I know you probably have left some notes. But thank you again. We appreciate you, and again, we'll keep shining on, and we'll keep taking on life with the same energy of a Saiyan. Peace out. And let your heart be your guiding key to everyone watching. And to Toriyama, thank you.